Hello and welcome to Naturetastic with Henry. Today we've come to a local walk and we've come to try and see red kites and buzzards. Let's see if we can see any. The red kite is a colourful bird with distinctive markings in black, red and orange, as well as white patches on the underside of the wings and tail. The tail is a useful way to identify a flying red kite as it is forked or V-shaped. The red kite looks similar to the buzzard. They share territories, soar high and have the same feeding habits. But this picture shows the difference between them. Look at the tails! Open farmland and roads are really good for spotting buzzards and red kites. They can also be found in urban areas. Let's see what they look like up close. Aren't they a beautiful bird? Look at the patterns and colours on their feathers. They have a pale head and a hooked beak like most birds of prey. Their wingspan is almost 2 meters and they weigh up to 1.3 kilograms. Wow! Did you see that one flying past? They are now widespread across southern and central England and in Wales, as well as some other smaller areas in Scotland, but the red kite was successfully reintroduced, having been nearly nationally extinct. The red kite was threatened for much of the early 20th century, with red kites being shot, poisoned, and their eggs being stolen, and nests destroyed. And then in the 1950s, an outbreak of maximatosis reduced the number of rabbits, which make up most of their diet. With numbers reducing so much, in 1986, the RSPB and other groups got together to plan their reintroduction. In 1989, the first birds were released in North Scotland and Buckinghamshire in England. Over the next few years, more birds from different European gene pools were introduced. By the 2000s, they were breeding very well, and now there are estimated to be nearly 5,000 breeding pairs in Britain. What a great success! We see this behaviour quite often, and the crows don't like the red kites, and despite being smaller, will fly at them and chase them away from their roosts. This is great red kite hunting area, and they soar on thermals and dive down to get carrion, alive small mammals, and even worms. Yeah. Thermals are created when warm air rises up from the ground, creating a perfect condition for soaring birds to glide without having to flap their wings, and they use their tail as a rudder to steer with their great eyesight. When they see something on the ground, they swoop down. Bye from Naturetastic with Henry, all about red kites. Shame we didn't see any buzzards this time. Maybe next time. Red kites can go really high on thermals because soar on thermals and dive down to get small mammals. I forgot what it's called. Red kites have an they soar on thermals and dive down to get carrion, alive small mammals, and even worms.